Have you ever stopped to wonder if the world around you is truly real, or if it could be an elaborate illusion? Imagine a digital construct so flawless that you couldn't tell the difference between it and reality. What if your entire life, your memories, emotions, and even the people closest to you were part of a massive simulation designed to keep you engaged, tested, or perhaps even distracted? This isn't just a sci-fi fantasy. It's a question being taken seriously by philosophers, scientists, and leading minds in technology. And here's the unsettling twist. The deeper we dive into physics, technology, and consciousness, the more this possibility starts to make sense. If life really is a simulation, then what kind of game are we playing, and how should we play it? Simulation theory suggests that our reality isn't the base reality, but rather a computer-generated one. Imagine a civilization so advanced it could design virtual worlds that feel indistinguishable from the real thing. We're already moving in that direction ourselves. Consider open-world video games with staggering levels of detail, or VR headsets that trick your senses into believing you're somewhere else entirely. Now project that forward thousands or even millions of years. Could future civilizations create simulations so sophisticated that the beings inside them, conscious, self-aware entities like us, would have no idea their world was artificial? This is the idea popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom in his influential paper, "Are You Living in a Computer Simulation?" He argued that at least one of the following must be true. Civilizations never reach the stage where such simulations are possible, or they do but choose not to create them, or they both can and do. And if they do, the number of simulated realities would vastly outnumber the single real one. Statistically speaking, that would mean it's far more likely we're in a simulation than not. But beyond the math, think about what this perspective means for daily life. If reality is a simulation, then what we think of as rigid rules, physics, time, even death, might just be part of the programming. Consider how glitches appear in video games. A character walks through a wall, or the environment behaves strangely. Maybe phenomena like déjà vu, synchronicity, or uncanny coincidences are the equivalent of cracks in the code, tiny clues that hint at the deeper nature of reality. Or perhaps they're intentional Easter eggs placed there to nudge us toward curiosity. Even science lends weight to the idea. Quantum physics shows that particles behave differently when observed, as if reality only renders when attention is placed on it, similar to video game graphics loading only when your character approaches. The universe itself follows mathematical laws so elegant they resemble computer code. Some researchers even speculate that reality's foundation could literally be built from digital information like ones and zeros. This code would be woven into the very fabric of existence. Could the cosmos itself be a divine hard drive? Skeptics dismiss this as modern mythology, but ask yourself, if it were proven true tomorrow, would it really change how you live? Your morning coffee would taste the same. Your joys, challenges, and responsibilities would still feel real. That's the paradox. If we are in a simulation, it's indistinguishable from reality, which makes it our reality. So the question becomes, how do we play this game? In any game, there are rules, goals, and players. In the simulation we call life, the rules appear to be things like physics, biology, and time. The goals, however, aren't predefined. Some pursue wealth, others chase love, wisdom, or power. Maybe the lack of clear objectives is intentional, forcing us to decide for ourselves what matters most. As for the players, that's us. Billions of conscious beings navigating an open-world environment. And just like in a video game, progress comes from exploring, experimenting, taking risks, failing, and trying again. Setbacks aren't punishments. They're built-in challenges designed to help us grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. What we see as suffering might simply be boss battles, difficult, but meant to bring out the best in us. And then there's morality. In games, you can choose to play as the hero or the villain, and your choices shape the story. Perhaps life tests us the same way. Are we here to exploit the system for selfish gain, or to work cooperatively and uplift others? Maybe the real scoreboard isn't money or fame, but wisdom, compassion, and virtue. Thinking of life as a simulation also reframes failure and success. In games, losses are temporary, victories are stepping stones, and the real joy comes from the experience of playing. If that's true here too, then the best players aren't the ones who accumulate the most possessions, but those who master themselves, explore deeply, take bold risks, and leave the world or the simulation better than they found it. Of course, every game has a timer. For us, that timer is death. Far from being meaningless, the awareness of mortality forces us to make choices, to value experiences, and to live with urgency. Without it, we might drift endlessly without purpose. In this sense, the end of the game gives meaning to every move we make along the way. But what happens when the game ends? Do we simply vanish when the simulation shuts down, or do we move to another level? Ideas like reincarnation could be seen as transitioning into new simulations, continuing the cycle of learning and growth. If that's true, then the way we play now carries consequences beyond this life. Even without knowing for sure, one truth remains: we are not powerless. We may not control the rules of gravity or time, but we do control how we play. We choose our strategies, our values, our relationships, and our approach. Awareness is the ultimate cheat code, the ability to remember that you are not just a pawn in the game, but a player with agency. Imagine waking up tomorrow with this mindset: this is my simulation. I'm here not just to survive, but to explore, grow, and play fully. Suddenly, challenges would feel less like punishments and more like opportunities to level up. Relationships would become co-op missions. Opportunities would appear as quests waiting to be accepted. And maybe, just maybe, the highest victory condition isn't about how much we achieve, but how much we awaken to the fact that we're playing at all. To live with awareness, to play with courage, to embody compassion, to grow into the strongest, wisest, most authentic version of ourselves. Because even if this really is just a game, the growth, the choices, and the love we experience, that part is undeniably real. So, I'll leave you with a question. If life truly is a simulation, how would you change the way you play? Would you take more risks? Forgive more easily? Seek meaning instead of distractions? Whatever your answer, remember this: simulation or not, this is your life, your chance, your story. Don't waste it drifting. Play with purpose, play with heart, and play to become the best version of yourself.